Hello there. Today we will be streaming Minecraft. well, more specifically Pixelmon. There's a bit of delay here, so right on into the server, I guess, for right now. Alright, so not gonna lie, this is my first live stream. So came across this server. Been trying it out for a few days, and honestly, I like it. It's a real good server. So, basically gonna go through, build a house, do normal stuff, go through the gym, train up Pokemon, everything expected in Pixelmon. So, I know we got the lab back here. I think this poor little Oshawott almost dead. Give him a quick heal. Got all nice and healed up there. Don't know why, but for some reason that takes forever to do. Of course, if anyone wants to join me, I've left a link to, well, not link, but I've left the IP in the description and a link over to their forums and whatnot. Right here we've got a spooky tower, which I think I've been in there once. I think it's just ghost Pokemon in there. I haven't actually really taken a good look around the spawn. Take a look inside here. Yeah, okay, I guess Golets can be caught in here too, but not too bad. Some ghost Pokemon in here. Pixelmon, I guess, is what they're called. But yeah, definitely ghost Pokemon in here. So, that's fine. Let's see what else we got around spawn here, because I know there's a few pathways in here. Let's see. Of course, we got Route 1, which I might check out here in a little bit. I'm going to go this way. So of course here is Mart. Just because I've been here a few times. Let's see, we got the Pokemon Center, I think, over here. Never actually, yeah, this looks like a Pokemon Center. Yeah, it is exactly what it is, Pokemon Center. So what's this? No idea what that is, but it's something. That is for sure. Probably read signs, it might help. Yes. Well, there's no sign leading where this is, so I guess we'll find out where this is going. Yep. Gotta love them good old Ekans. Wow, I never realized how many Pokemon actually spawn right in this area. If I knew that, I would have come here a little while ago. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got an enchanting area. So I guess that could be useful. Let's see what was the other way here. Hide the auctions there. Still no idea where any of this is leading me. But we'll find out in due time. A little split in the path here, so we'll take the left side. Looks like they've made some kind of like grapevines or something like that. So cool stuff there, I guess. Looks like something's under construction here. Maybe a shop, I don't know. Judging by the sign, I'd say it would be a shop. Yeah, who knows? There's never any telling. Let's see. Giant Pikachu on one leg for some reason. Just check out what this building is up here. Like a random house. Or actually no. Okay, so basically coming into the server, starting off, this right here is basically where you begin. Obviously there's a healer. Can't get into any of the chests, but some helpful little signs, I guess. Of course, where's that? But yeah, so this right here is this is just the spawn area of the server, and I mean, builders or whoever built the entire server, which I'd assume would probably be the owner and the admin or whatnot, definitely did a good job. It's definitely got a unique flair to it, and I honestly, I like the way it looks. It looks really good. Okay, so basically these paths, from the looks of it, just kind of all loop back into, right back into this. So, there's that. Well, I guess the only place to go now would be out into the wild, so we're gonna do that. So, there's that for us. Now, if anybody new comes into the server here and you end up coming out in the wild, it is a little destroyed, kind of closer to the actual point here. I do know that the world border goes out 55,000 blocks, so there's plenty of land, but there's definitely a lot of destroyed land right in this area, so probably just start heading out this way. Should probably grab some basic materials. Oh well. See where this leads. Because why not? Up. I was trying to avoid going in water, but I went in water anyways. I guess, well, there's a little house over here, but it's a nice little stand point, I guess, to just kind of stand up. Now, one thing is raiding or griefing is not allowed on the server, so best not to do that. You know, just it messes up people's day, stuff like that, so I'm not too much of a raider myself, so I mean, no fun in it for me. You know, there are those people that do. I have no idea where I'm going right now, though, so Guess we'll find out where we're going. Alright, we got something right there. Flat land. Looks like somebody's land here. Or platform that they built. Something along that lines. So yeah, something people can do is come out into it's an unclaimed ocean and just build a platform. It's a good way to make a nice little area for yourself, I guess. Of course, this one is owned by an airborne waffle, so you know, somebody threw their waffles too hard. Landed all the way out in the ocean. Ah, looks like maybe potentially multiple people in that area just kind of built onto it, so I guess there's no harm in that, provided the original owner's permission. So I'm gonna pull off the land there. Good area to build a nice little house for us. Past all these builds and stuff like that. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by fairly close to the actual warp in itself to get to the wild. It's very, very much overrun. It builds pretty much everywhere. And the further you're getting out, you know, the further that... don't know what was going on there. It got stuck a little bit. But yeah, the further you go out, you know, yeah, I mean, the further you're gonna, you know, get away from builds and stuff like that. And of course, we've got some little growlithe that just spawned in there. That's another thing, is, you know, you have a potential to find a lot of different Pokemon, you know, but going out away from spawn anyways, so, you know, and it's kind of one of those ones where, you know, I think upstairs is vacuuming here. Okay. I do apologize for any of that nonsense there. They're noisy people to begin with. But, you know, further out, honestly, in terms of Pixelmon, is better. I mean, really, in just about any game type, further out to me is better. I mean, I don't care to build around people too much anyways. So, looks like I picked up a sapling there, but... yeah, so... I guess I'll keep heading out further, until, of course, I come across a nice chunk of land that's, like, untouched. And obviously not owned by anyone. This could be a little while. Let's see how far out are we so far. I'm only about 1,000 blocks out, so that's not too bad. Definitely making progress. Now, one thing I will note is if you go down into like a mine shaft or something like that, you're going to encounter spiders. If you fall or go underwater for too long or are inside of sand or up against a cactus or whatnot, you are going to end up dying in the game, just because that it is set to survival is set on. However, you have saturation, basically an unlimited saturation, so you're never going to go hungry, but you can take damage. Now, most of the time, mobs aren't spawning. Like I said, it's mostly when you go down into like a cave and you find an abandoned mine shaft. That's when you're going to start seeing your cave spiders. That's about all you're going to see is cave spiders. Maybe up against a mob spawner. I don't know. I haven't found a mob spawner just yet, except for a cave spider. But like as far as zombies and skeletons go, I do know that in the past, on settings like this with Pixelmon on and stuff like that, that for some reason skeletons still spawn. So it's really hard telling. I do know that on this server, the Nether is enabled, so you can go into the Nether, build a Nether house. So, I mean, there's all sorts of possibilities as far as building goes. You know, you're not losing out on any blocks. As far as the end goes, I don't know if the end is there or not. That's something I'll have to check on later on, but for right now, I'm just going to settle for the overworld, you know. I like my luscious green trees where I can, you know, cut them down at a moment's notice and build a house if need be. Or, you know, make tools or something like that, you know. That's the thing, is I have played on servers that have had, like, damage off and stuff like that, and I've actually managed to get spawners to stop spawning, you know, anything, and that you can go into an abandoned mine shaft and there be nothing down there. As far as this one goes, I kind of like it. I kind of like it because it does give that sense of you're not just this invincible person walking around this world, you know, exploring. It's nah, you can take damage, you can die. You gotta be careful and watch where you're looking. And that almost came back to bite me at one point because I did, you know, initially running out into the wild, almost fell down a ravine or a gorge or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked a lot. Had to find my way back out, and that's never fun. One thing I am going to note here on the server, you're not stuck as a default player all the time, or just stuck as like member when you first join. As the more you play, and when I say play, I mean I'm not talking like standing like this. I'm talking, you know, actually moving around, playing, having a good time, stuff like that. You know, you do end up ranking up a little bit, and that does make it a little more worthwhile to play, because as you do progress on, I do know that there are kits that come along with those playtime ranks. So, I mean, that does make it a little, like I said, it does make it a little more worthwhile playing. Although, if you did want to donate for a rank, you know, that option's always there too, so. I think we're starting to get far enough out. Kind of looking for an area that's just right. Yeah, might be coming up on one. Not quite what I was looking for. Let's see what we got here a little bit further down. Couple Rattata there. Gotta find a nice little place to land here. Not really land, but build. There we go. That's actually what I was looking for. I got forest. I don't want to build so much up against tundra than I do a forest. Gives me an easy access to like wood and stuff like that. Ah, hey, hidden Pokaloot. Let's see what I get. I got a Starf Barrier, however you want to pronounce that. Looks like I might have come across unclaimed, untouched land, so if that's the case, that's awesome. But judging by this, I'm going to say it's probably been touched before. Oh yeah, this has so been destroyed. Yeah, the guy owns that, so. That's really a shame. I don't like in this area. Maybe try coming further on this way. See if maybe I can kind of get away from all the claimed land. Kind of suck at going through forests. You get stuck on like everything. Let's see. So we might be starting to come out of the biome here. Looks like possible extreme hills, maybe? Or just a continuation of the tundra. It's kind of hard to tell, honestly. Looks extreme hills, though. Alright, let's see. What is this? This is... yeah, extreme hills, okay. Yeah, kind of fine with extreme hills. It just depends on the location in it. That's going to make all the difference right there. Oh. Well, at least it wasn't a ravine or a gorge or whatnot. Okay. So I guess I'm going to come up here. I don't so much want to build in the snow, but maybe over there. It's a nice great big old rock formation or whatnot. Depends on how it looks. Actually, this would be a nice area. Isn't too bad. A real nice area too. Let's see, big knoll for about 35 minutes here. So. Alright, well I think for real quick, I think I'm going to take a quick couple-minute break, and I'll end up being back here in a few minutes then.
I know you're a monster.
Alright, and I am back. I had to go take care of some things. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a real good area for building. Probably be a good area for a house. That is definitely for sure. Definitely gonna have to give this a try. So possibly use some of that wood over there. That'd be a good idea. Actually, I'm gonna climb up here, see if there's anything up here. Yeah. Oh, that was the thing. Let's see if there's anything up here worth actually far north. Here, it's even worth building. There's lava. Oh, somebody's building over there. There's water. Looks like this has been traversed quite a bit. And hanging down there is probably going to be our best bet for building. So, we're going to head back down there and definitely going to build down here. Ow. That was a little bit of lag there. And we got to get a ferry. Okay. So, I guess now it's time to go cut down some trees. So, this is always the fun part. Ow. Oh. Yeah, a little bit of lag there, but not too bad. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Let's see. There we are. Alright. And go ahead and come on up here and get that wood and get that last little block there. Definitely gonna want enough of it to build a house and not run out. This house is definitely going to be one of those ones where it's going to start out smaller and eventually make itself a little bit bigger. But I think for today's purposes, a little bit smaller would probably be a little bit better. Definitely be a little bit better than some things in terms of this house. Let's see. It's always the most boring part is chopping down the wood to actually build or use or do woody wood things with, I guess. Definitely most time-consuming part of it outside actually doing what you're going to do with it. Build a boat, make some tools, build a house, something like that. This is definitely the more boring aspect of it. Throw that in there. Yeah, so I give this almost 2 stacks of wood, so that's not too bad. What I'm thinking is I'm thinking of using this back wall right here. Something like this. Almost like a little lean-to is what I'm aiming for here. Perfect. And something about that long. A little wider through here. Go right. There we go. There. Right. There we go. Yep, up. That was the thing. One more and there we go. Fun part is there's not actually like a claim tool or something like that. It's actually just a command. so it looks like most of the house is in one chunk. Yeah, there we go. Okay. A nice, lovely little chunk claimed of the land, so. They require a little bit more wood. Yeah, well. You go get wood, and you go get wood. That's just how the cycle is, I guess. Alright, find out where dead center is on this thing. So it looks like it's actually almost even, so. 2 doors, yay! Actually, what I'm gonna do. Didn't mean to do that just yet. Oh no. Now I need to do that. There we go. Alright, so that's where the door's going to be, and I guess what I'll do is I'll go get some spruce wood and I'll fill some more of this in using the spruce. See how that looks. Yes, it's going to be a newbie box house, but it's something to start off with, so I'll probably leave this back wall stone, just because I can. And we'll go ahead and we'll make a nice little chest to store stuff in, because why not? We'll do that right there. Now, we need to go get that spruce wood. It's going to help out a little bit. Which the only thing I don't like about the area is that I've got to leave the land just to get a tree, but yeah, it happens, I guess. This tree too. Trying to think on how to get that. Crap. There we go. It's 14 pieces of it. I need a little more than that, honestly. Again, always the most boring aspect of Minecraft is, you know, getting that good old wood. That should probably be, yeah, okay, we'll see how, we'll make that work. Definitely be the fun aspect of this. Something like that. Yeah, good work. Just go ahead and do that there. Some nice border pieces here. I love when it misses. It's always fun. Go ahead and do some more of these blocks down real quick. There we go. Oh, well, I was just saying how you gotta love when it misses, and I just missed it twice in a row. Oh, it happens, I guess. Might have to go back and get some more of the spruce. Yeah, definitely gonna have to go get some more spruce. One or two pieces of spruce probably do it. So, let's back out to the wild to get some spruce. A shuckle, a rufflet. Ooh, oh, now that I'm going after. Because why not? I love that Charmander. See how well I can do this. Probably won't catch first ball, but you never know. If it being a low level and using an ultra ball, magic things can happen. And apparently I don't get those magic things happening to me. So, I'm just gonna keep YOLO balling this one. Try a lure ball. Why not? Let's see. I'll be impressed if it catches it. I'm not expecting it to. Yeah, it didn't catch it. I've noticed if the ball stops in the animation before it says it's caught, it's gonna break out. So since we can see the ball clearly, and all of its glitchiness, it'll start shaking like it is now, and if it stops through its animation, which we can't see it now, but if it stops through its animation, it'll break free. But there, I'm pretty sure we just caught it, seeing as how it went dark. So, there we go. We caught a little Charmander there. Let's check him out. Mild nature. I mean, definitely cutting into that defense stat, but I mean, it's something, I guess. November already, so yeah, why not? Oh, I guess Rufflet wanted to go. We are not. No, we are not battling that. Nice try, Rufflet, but no. Maybe later in the future. We are not doing that today. I am not ready for that. So not ready for that. Alright. Should be plenty there. And I guess now the only thing to do is to come over here and place the remaining blocks into the roof. At some point I'm going to have to go find some some glass. It's going to be or some sand so I can make glass. That's probably going to be useful there, but I haven't seen what spruce doors look like. So, kind of like dungeon doors, looks like. See how those look. Oh yeah, those are like dungeon doors. Screw it. We'll go with it. Why not? Looks awesome. I guess we're just going to store those in here. I do have a few torches on me, so might as well go ahead and throw some of those up. You know, make it a little more homey in here. I think for right now, until I can actually get some windows in here, I think I'm just going to block these off a little bit. Just for the simple fact that I really just kind of don't want to... I don't know where the nearest source of sand is at the moment, so right now blocking it off would probably be the best idea. That way we don't get random Pixelmon in here. So, because nobody likes their home invaded by random Pixelmon. At least last time I checked, nobody did. So, go ahead and get some stone, I guess. Guess this would be a good time. Oh, good use for that second door to make a mine. Oh, little glitchiness there. Yes, I do like to block off my mines, if I ever have them in the house, just so nothing really gets into my house itself. Something I've been doing in Pixelmon and in other survival game types, and it always seems to work as it keeps everything out, and it just looks a little more aesthetically pleasing than just a hole in the ground or in the wall. You know, definitely not going after that. Definitely not going after that. What was that guy in the Senna region from third or not Senna region? Hoenn region from third generation. It's like the guy who did the mazes and stuff like that. I forget his name. Probably Google it and find it. But yeah, definitely not doing what that guy did and had a. He had an entire big hole in his wall hidden behind a poster. It's like, it's not going to keep anybody out. If somebody rips the poster down or leans up against it, they're just going to tumble right through. You know, make things fun for people. So, but I think that is where I'm going to cut it for today. So, well, maybe not for the day. I might do a little bit later. Work out a few of the bugs that I'm having right now. Hopefully everything popped up fine on your guys' end, but for right now, I'm gonna cut it right here, and I will see everyone later.